Hello everyone, this is Tim Parker with driversapproved.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some information that our consumers have asked for when it comes to understanding about bad credit auto loans, bad credit car loans, and so on. And this is going to be the first in a series of many. So I want to get started now, and we'll go right straight forward through this, and I think it'll be very helpful and entertaining for you. So sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Just 1 second, please. Okay, I think we're ready now. Drivers Approved has been helping consumers across the entire United States now for about 8 years. We've literally done millions of dollars in auto loans for our customers in every state, across the country. There's been so many issues come up with consumers that just simply don't understand it. And what we're going to do today is try to explain, the ins and outs. What is bad credit loans? How do you get them? And so on and so forth. So I think this will be very helpful for you. Bad credit auto loans, really, I think there's some misunderstanding with consumers in general about this. It really doesn't have anything to do with the person. It's a term that the lenders came up with to identify it for them internally. So again, it has nothing to do with the customer. It just designates the type of auto loan it is, and it's also associated with a credit score. Believe it or not, up until about 5 years ago, if you had a credit score range anything above 600, you could literally go into any bank, walking off the street, and walk out with a car loan with single-digit interest rates. Well, as we all know, things have changed here in the last 5 or 6 years, and it really has been the biggest change I've seen in almost 30 years of being in the car business and in the auto finance industry. Believe it or not, 63% of all purchases, new and used cars, have been financed this year with auto loans for bad credit. So without that, where would we be in terms of the car sales, which is probably the second biggest driver in our economy? We have approximately 1,000, lenders that participate in this program, and they specifically are there to help with car loans for bad credit. And most consumers don't know that this information is not readily available to them. It simply is not published, and the regular banks, they don't really have much interest unless you're at least a 700 credit score and above. They really have no interest in helping you, and that's really a shame, because as you can see, almost 2/3 of us out there need some sort of help at this point in time. driversapproved.com provides the financing for these bad credit auto loans through the largest nationwide network of new and used car dealers and lenders that can actually approve you today for bad credit auto loan. Here are some of the things that people ask about, can I finance a car with bad credit? And as you're going to see, there are many, many factors that go into it, but bad or low credit scores, that's something that really is up for discussion. Where does bad come in and what's low? Most of the mainstream lenders, like, Bank of America or some of the real big banks out there, truly, unless you've got a 700 credit score or above, they have no interest in helping you. One of the first things you should always do, and this is a totally free service, is you want to go to annualcreditreport.com, and every year you're entitled to a free credit report. It's very important that you go and get this and take a look at it, because you can find items on there that can literally, once removed, can save you thousands of dollars on any type of financing you want to do. Poor credit history, it's no big deal anymore. It really is the norm, rather than the exception, as far as financing a home or a house. A lot of people, they get themselves in trouble when they go through a divorce. I have a lot of friends that when they go through a divorce, they're more concerned about the other one getting back at them and so forth, as opposed to understanding that it's going to impact their credit with anything they were joint with their spouse on. It will have the same effect, which is typically negative when you go through a divorce, and that's very unfortunate. Bankruptcy, absolutely. And there's two main types of bankruptcy, and we're going to hold a special hangout on bankruptcy alone at a later date, which we'll make everyone aware of. But in buying an automobile, there's two types of bankruptcy. A Chapter 7, and essentially in that, you wipe your entire credit history clean. Typical process is going to be, depending upon your area of the country, and it does vary, it's going to be anywhere from 2.5 to 4 months with a clean slate. And very candidly, if you happen to go through a Chapter 7 in particular, you'll be bombarded with people who want to make you all kinds of loans. So just be cautious about that. Chapter 13 is a little more involved. You actually have to contact your trustee of the bankruptcy and get permission in writing for you to be able to purchase a car. That will limit you in terms of the amount of the monthly payment, and they also restrict the interest rates that the lenders can charge you. So they're actually got your best interest at heart. And believe it or not, almost every one of the lenders, which are almost 1,000 that we use across the country, do have programs for no money down. Now, one thing I'd like to share with you that really makes a difference here, no matter how small the down payment, it will make the lenders take a look at your application in a slightly different view, much more for the positive, I might add, because they know that you have a commitment, and that's essentially what the down payment is. Anything from a couple $100 to whatever you can afford, but it really shows them you're committed to the vehicle and making those payments. So that's one really important thing that I want to share with you and make sure that we get this going in the proper manner. You always want to check your credit report. It's very important, and it truly can cost you thousands of dollars. Literally, a few points can mean the difference between paying a 12 or 14% rate or paying a 5% rate. And that obviously amounts to a lot of money over time, and that would have the same type of impact whether it's an auto loan or whether it's a credit card. Everything is judged by your credit score. A lot of people don't understand that it even impacts what you're going to pay for car insurance. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but when you go to apply for auto insurance, they're absolutely going to pull your credit, and that's going to have something to do with factoring in what they assume the risk is. Be realistic in what you can afford in a monthly car payment. If you're making $2,000 a month in income, you cannot afford a $500 a month car payment. So again, be realistic. This is an opportunity for you to go through and prove yourself, and in most cases, you can actually trade out of these. If you're buying a pre-owned vehicle, you can actually trade out these vehicles in about 12 to 18 months and get back in. By that time, you will have reestablished your credit, and you can go back in and honestly buy anything you want based on your ability to make the payment at interest rates in the single digits. So it's very crucial. You have to be kind of your own judge to what you can realistically afford. Revisiting the no money down car loans again, almost everybody has one, but again, it's not necessary. So don't think you absolutely have to have money down to be able to buy a car. And one of the most important things, obviously, is making the right choice of a source like driversapproved.com, who has all the years of experience in helping people in very difficult credit situations. Here are the basic guidelines. There may be some slight differences in areas of the country. You need to be making between $1,800 and $2,000 minimum. You do have to be able to prove this, so make sure that you've got a current pay stub available to provide the lender, because they will ask for one. The bankruptcy must be discharged. There are some states where it's not required to be discharged, and we'd be more than happy to provide those for you. If you'd like to, just contact us at driversapproved.com and we can provide those for you at absolutely no expense to you. Repossessions, they are allowed, but they have to be more than 12 months old. It's a pretty firm rule with all the lenders across the country. At this time, these programs are available for U.S. residents only, and you have to be, depends on your state now, because some states, they call it age of majority. It does vary between 18 and 21, so you'll want to check with your local state and see what the age requirements are. Every day, we help customers across the country who really thought they had no chance of buying a car. It's amazing how many people just simply think that they've got some issue on the credit, from very minor to very major, and again up to and including bankruptcy, that they thought just wouldn't let them buy a car. And what they don't understand, it can be a new or a used vehicle. Again, it's really subject to what you can afford and the budget that you really want to put into owning another vehicle. There's no program out there that have more dealers and lenders than we do in our program. We actually certify these dealers so they have the skills, the knowledge, and the experience to help in even the most difficult situations. So there's no better resource than driversapproved.com for looking for that next new or used car loan. There's never any fees of any kind at any level, from the dealers, from the lenders, from Drivers Approved. This is a 100% service free with no expenses whatsoever. We also guarantee to accept every application, absolutely 100% of the applications. It really doesn't matter. There's good credit, bad credit, no credit, low credit score, no money down. We do accept all credit types, and you can apply this absolutely free on driversapproved.com anytime, 24/7. As you all know, the web never sleeps. So for the best chance of getting your next new used car loan approved at rates you can afford, and something you'll be proud to show your friends and relatives, come to driversapproved.com. We'll do our very best to help you. Here's a picture of our website. There's people waiting right now to help you, so don't be shy about coming in and helping us. And also, I'd like to just share some final thoughts with you here, and that is that we hope this information that we provided will give you a better understanding of how bad credit auto loans really work, what they really are, and how you can go about getting one today, with driversapproved.com. One more time, low credit score, bankruptcy, no money down. We accept all types of credit and credit scores. And I'd like to share this with you as well. If our information has helped you understand how this program and process works, please feel free to share it with your friends and family and co-workers, as there might be someone out there that we can also help. This will be an ongoing series where we'll explain all the different types of credit situations individually. We're planning special programs coming up very shortly that will actually take on bankruptcy in whole, improving your credit score, some of the things that you can do. So in order to be able to receive these, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and let us know if there's anything at all we can do to help. Thank you very much, and best of luck. DriversApproved.com is waiting to help you today.